Dave Simon and his co-hosts are completing the remaining finishing touches for tonight's episode. If you are watching the replay, you can skip to the 4-minute and 54-second mark to get to Dave's intro. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA from The Authority, the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. That's ringsidereport.net.
Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
Welcome to today's broadcast from the Ringside Report Network. We are a viewer and listener-supported creative team. We would really appreciate it if you became a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA, and while there, check out our exclusive merch, including great jiu-jitsu gear from the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. It's ringsidereport.net.
Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
WWE in France, Clash in Paris. We're going to preview that thing, and we're also going to review AEW in London. Very European tonight. Let's start the program. Is that what they're saying in Europe these days? Program? They don't say show. Do they say show? They must say show. I don't know why I felt like program was a European thing to say, but it just felt right. John, thoughts, prayers? How you doing?
Just taking in the weather. It's really gone cool now. I don't know about you, but it feels like it's you're not big on this, but to me it's hoodie and shorts weather again.
Yeah.
Well, you're upset about the weather now? What's wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get cold again. I hate that.
Oh, ups and downs. I mean, how hot was it for the last 3 weeks? It was a bit of a heat wave for a long period of time. So
yeah, it's good. And then it starts to get cold, and you realize oh, it's September here on Monday, and then no more summer, no more warm. I don't like it.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. It's going to heat up again. Actually, we're going to get a couple more weeks. Actually, I think of pretty good weather.
Yeah, but it's fake.
Sure.
I don't believe it anymore.
Enjoy it.
I don't believe it, They've already the weather's already shown its cards. It's ooh, look at this. It's a little chilly at night now. You got to wear a hoodie. Got to wear pants. Can't be wearing shorts and a t-shirt outside at night anymore. Too cold for that business. I know what it's up to. It's creeping in. The evil cold of Canada is creeping in. 25 is no good. I want 35. I don't care about 25. We're
getting near the end of the year. Some of the good times in the year. Halloween. I know you're a big fan of that, no?
I do like Halloween. All right, let's stop bumming me out. Let's talk about wrestling. Killing me.
Weather updates.
What do you got? What else is happening?
Well, like you said, just been watching a lot of wrestling from Europe recently, and
yeah,
ups and downs. I mean, I feel some matches were okay, and then some matches were just well, you can tell they're in Europe. Not really trying too hard, but not trying to get hurt. Also, I can understand that.
Who are we talking about?
Well, I think in terms of going crazy, I think Forbidden Door, they definitely went crazy in those matches. Raw, first match was okay. I thought JD against Dragon Lee, that was fantastic. And then the rest just felt we're just taking it easy. Yeah. We're in London, take it easy.
But let the crowd do the work.
And they did.
Mm-hmm. They go out there, the crowd's going nuts. It's easy. They don't have to do much. That's the attitude. That's how they operate. For the TV viewer, it's all right. There was some cool things on Raw. AEW went pretty hard with their Forbidden Door show. Hangman and MJF was very good. Hangman won, of course. That was good.
Well, bit of a controversy though, because they did count 1, 2, 3 against Hangman in the match, although kind of messed up a little bit. The referee wasn't in the right position, whatever, had to turn around to make sure they didn't see the foot, but whatever. The idea was that he wasn't supposed to see it.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, and MJF thought he won, but then he didn't win, and then ended up losing. And now he really lost because now he can't use his cash in now, out of nowhere. He has to give a week's notice.
Yes. They changed the rule for the contract thing. But the match itself, I thought was, pretty damn good. The cage match was nuts. Cage match might have been the best thing on the whole show. It was pretty crazy.
I mean, it's nuts. It's crazy. So, I mean, it's good for if you love craziness. Mm-hmm. Match-wise, I have to say, that, I don't know if you saw the 4-way match. like Mercedes defending the TBS championship. But
Yeah.
I thought that match really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Like I think her name's Bozilla. Like I'd be
Yes.
surprised if WWE doesn't pick her up.
Right. I was like about to say, you know who I liked? Bozilla. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. So you said Bozilla too. She really stood out in that match. The match was kind of designed to showcase Bozilla.
Well, and Mercedes got her moments too, obviously, because I mean she's the champion and all that. And they gave Windsor some moments because I think she was the hometown person and all that. But like I think Bozilla it's impossible for her not to stand out in that match. She just was dominant in so many areas and really showed her power and aggression in that match. But to me, like I can't see her not in WWE or AEW anytime soon. Like it has to happen.
Where does she come from?
I want to say she was from CMLL. I want to say, or
She's German.
Maybe she was from Stardom.
I think maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably from Stardom then.
World Wonder Ring Stardom. Is that
There you
Stardom?
Well, if she doesn't have CMLL tag.
Stardom.
Then...
She's wrestling in Stardom in Japan. Bozilla. Her father, Ulf Herman, was also a professional wrestler in Germany and wrestled briefly in ECW. Bozilla. Yeah. I mean, the fact that we both watched that match and were very impressed by Bozilla says something, right? We haven't talked about Bozilla at all until, tonight. We both kind of were like, yeah, she was good. But they're trying to push Alex Windsor to wrestle Mercedes Moné, I think, in AEW, because they did a promo with Mercedes and they were talking about Alex Windsor a lot. And she didn't stand out as much as Bozilla.
I mean, they gave everyone their moments and all that. Just I think Bozilla made the most of her moments in that match. And it just goes to show you, Forbidden Door, yeah, there's a lot of matches where it's like, what is this? Like, I'm not really excited for this. But then you get some of these surprises, like this kind of match, where it's like, wow, this is how Stephanie Vaquero got signed by WWE. It's just being in a match like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good showcase for Bozilla. I thought Okada and Swerve was pretty good. Zack Sabre and Nigel McGuinness was fun. Sorry, what?
Yeah, it was fine. That was fun. The opener I thought was fine too. The tag match, like Edge and Christian back together. For an opener, I thought that was fine.
Yeah. It was okay. But I thought the cage match was the most entertaining thing on the show. It was just so bananas. They all went. They did everything. Darby, that crazy, him and Claudio falling off the top of the cage through the tables, that was disgusting. Darby's nuts. The stuff he did with the Claudio tossing him out of the ring onto the announce table on Dynamite this week. Like, Darby is indestructible somehow.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be on Dynamite because I thought he probably got hurt in the cage match. But no, apparently he was able to do some crazy stuff on Dynamite too. So, I mean, that's great for Darby. I always worry, like, how long he's going to last in wrestling if he keeps doing this kind of stuff. But, I mean, he has been gone for a while, so I guess he's all rested up to do this for a bit. And we'll see. They're going to give him a bit of a run. Let's see how long this goes.
He was the MVP of the cage match, and he was the MVP of Dynamite. He's AEW's MVP this week for sure. Like, he killed it. And the match with Moxley that they're probably going to do at All Out, I'm excited for.
Probably.
I think it's going to be really good because Darby makes everything good, and that's going to be a big match for him. And he may actually beat Moxley on pay-per-view.
I'd like for him to win, but it seems like they're kind of pushing this idea that Daniel Garcia might join the Death Riders. I don't know if you caught that at the end of that match with Moxley and Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, there was
So I
some
could
sort of
see-
confrontation there outside the ring.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might lead to, because Pac hasn't come back yet, so I guess maybe they need to have another member in that group, and they might give it to Garcia. So I can see Garcia maybe screwing over Darby to help push him into the group.
Mm-hmm. If you were to give AEW Forbidden Door a score on 10, what would you give it?
I'd say a 7 overall. Like, again, some matches I just didn't care for. Some matches I thought were very good.
I agree. 7. I was going to say the same thing. It was all right.
Okay.
Your match of the night was the 4-way?
Yeah, I go with the 4-way. Again, you're not wrong with the cage. Just I preferred the 4-way more. Like, because the cage it's crazy, but I really was surprised. I think more surprised by the 4-way. I didn't realize it was going to be that good. The cage match, I think he knew was going to be crazy.
Yeah, but it delivered big time. Like it over delivered. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel Tanahashi, like, we shouldn't see him wrestle ever again, to be honest. Like,
that spot where they're like, "Don't go up to the top, Tana. Let us do it. Let Will Ospreay jump off the top rope." He's like, "Okay." They're like, "You're gonna get hurt, dude." Like, well, if you're saying that, why is he in the match? It's kind of funny. Ibushi's like, "No." And then the post-match beatdown of Ospreay to explain him being written off for a while, right?
Well, he said he was getting neck surgery anyways. I mean, I don't know if that was really necessary to do that, but I guess they needed to get more heat, so they got more heat.
AEW loves to do overkill with the Death Riders. That's all. They just overkill everything for no reason.
Well, they'll always keep the Death Riders over. There's no question about that. Like, even if Moxley lost the title, like, they're still the most powerful group. Don Callis is giving it a run for its money because that is becoming like the biggest family I think ever in wrestling right now. But Moxley's, I think, still a top group.
Yeah. Top group in AEW. I guess. Don Callis' family is so big, though. There's so many of them.
Yeah, but that's the problem, too, though. It's like the NWO black and white and the Wolfpack has just become too much.
Yeah. I couldn't really name you many members, though. I know there's a bunch of them, but I'm not sure who's in it.
Well, you know a bunch of the big ones, like Okada.
Okada's officially in it now?
Yeah, Okada's officially in that. Yeah.
Okay. Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher.
Right. Yeah.
The Canadian guy with the headgear.
Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Archer. Lance Archer.
Will Hobbs.
No, Hobbs is actually in the Ops. Hobbs was in there, but now he's out, though.
Oh. Right.
But Trent Beretta.
Trent Beretta?
Yeah, Trent Beretta's in there. Rocky Romero.
Rocky Romero.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's injured, but Brian Cage is in it. And there's the big return that happened at Forbidden Door. I think you may remember or not, possibly, that.
Oh, Wardlow.
He's also in the family.
Yeah. Scott Hallfinger's brother. Get out of here. Wardlow. How scary. Get out of here.
Big family, though.
It's a huge family. How's Don Callis paying for all that? How's he feeding those kids? He's got all those children in his family. They're big children. That Wardlow's a big boy. He must eat a lot. But they make money. They all have substantial contracts from Tony Khan, who's given pay-per-views away. So I don't know how well he's doing. The Ring of Honor pay-per-view tonight, which I'm guessing 200 people bought, Tony Khan decided to give away like an hour into it because some cable company in the States was like not doing it right. It wasn't working. So he gave it away to everybody for free, even in Canada. It's kind of like, look, nobody's buying this thing. You want to watch it for free?
Well, I don't think that's quite how it works, though, because I think ROH, it's on their whole ROH just stream itself. And I think that stream itself isn't working. I don't think you can actually order the ROH pay-per-view on traditional pay-per-view like means. So I think because the ROH stream is down, that's why he put it up for everybody. Because the stream was down, I think, worldwide, possibly.
I see. Okay. Well, that's cool. Nice of them to do that. I'm still not watching it. Are you? Do you have it on somewhere?
I was watching it because what's his name? Paul Walter Hauser was having a match against QT. I was watching that just to see what it would be like. It's kind of ridiculous for what it was. And I wanted to see who Sammy Guevara's tag partner was going to be tonight.
And?
Oh, I didn't get to that part. We had our show, so I'm like, oh, I'll worry about that. And I'm sure the news will trickle in.
He teased Jericho.
Of course.
Which is interesting.
I don't think it's going to be Jericho. I'd love it to be Jericho. I don't think it's going to be Jericho, though.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to see Jericho go back to WWE?
I mean, eventually. But I feel like there's still unfinished business in AEW. I feel like he's got to at least come back and finish his business here first.
I think he could go back to WWE December, like as when his contract is up, like December, January.
Yeah, sure. But we're, August still. Like, finish your business.
What does he have to do? Team with Sammy Guevara on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view? Why?
Well, I think him and Sammy, a nice little, like, one-off kind of thing, match eventually, or team, whatever, that'd be nice. Maybe end the whole, like, learning tree thing. That would have been nice. There was no ending to that. He just walked away. Maybe put over Hangman, too. First ever champion.
That's a lot. Do you really want Jericho just kind of put in those big positions before he leaves?
I feel the Hangman thing's kind of a big thing because remember that was the first ever match.
Yeah, but it's too big. It's too big because then you're just putting him out there. You don't want to put him out there in a major way where he's showcased right before he goes to WWE. You want to bury him and disappear him. So people are like, who's this guy? Why?
I don't think you could do that with Chris Jericho. WCW tried that. It didn't work for them. So,
well, I don't know. I wouldn't put him in a major angle with the world champion just before he leaves the company. I feel like that's not a good move for any wrestling company to do.
I mean, you could have the match on Dynamite. It's not that big of a deal, but you should have the match, I think.
We'll see what they do. I wouldn't do it. I'd let him stay home. If he's really like leaving and he's leaving, I'd be like, all right. You can stay home for September, October, November, and in December when your contract's up, you can just go. I'm not going to use you for 3 months. Or I will use you and you're going to job out to a bunch of guys. Everybody. All of the Don Callis family. All of them. Even Rocky Romero and Trent. Especially Wardlow. Many times Wardlow. You're just going to take 1 million power bombs from Wardlow. We'll see if you can pass a WWE Medicals after that. That's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, Chris, we want you to be on Dynamite this week. You're going to work Wardlow. Good luck. The finish is 10 power bombs.
feel like we've been down this road before.
Yeah, but then the next week it's 20. It's just like it goes every week. It's 10 more on Jericho in a match until his contract is up.
Well, I like Jericho. I wouldn't beat him up like that, but I agree with putting people over. That's not a bad idea. If he's making millions, why not use him?
It'd be like when the WWE kept putting Lana through a table every week, and then they fired her. That was great.
Yeah, but that was bad for everything because it showed you like the tables meant nothing.
Yeah, also then like they fired her at the end of that little run, which is kind of rough. No?
It was no, I don't disagree with you. It was kind of rough, but and she never came back too. I was gonna say, didn't she come back? But no, she went to AEW afterwards.
Kind of. Yeah, they didn't even bring her back with Rusev.
No, they didn't. That's true. Huh. Well, they got back together though in real life, so good for them.
Yeah, but WWE is like, we're good. Thanks, Lana. All right, so that was AEW. What?
I said WWE's got enough talent. They're good. They don't need to bring back like older talent.
I agree, especially in the women's division. Like the men, they can bring back some people. The women, it's such a stacked roster. They've got so much talent. It's way better than the men's division. I mean, we've gone through this. There's more stars in the women's division. There's more parity in the women's division. It feels like anybody could beat anybody on any given night, even though there are established stars that should win a lot of the matches. It feels like, there's room for upwards mobility in the women's division, where in the men it's kind of like, well, this guy's not beating Cody. This guy's not beating Roman. But, somebody could just beat Rhea Ripley. Somebody could beat Charlotte Flair. We've seen it happen. They can lose to people where you're like, what? Charlotte got pinned by, was it Piper Niven maybe last week or the week before?
Last week.
You imagine Roman Reigns getting pinned on SmackDown by a Piper Niven equivalent?
I mean, will he lose to Bronson Reed this Sunday? We didn't find out.
I mean, Bronson Reed is even an elevated, like he's not Piper Niven.
He's not too far off, to be honest.
He's close. He's a goon for a champion, but the champion for Bronson Reed is Seth Rollins, who's the world champion, and is Seth Rollins. The champion for Piper is Chelsea Green, who's the U.S. champion, and she's Chelsea Green.
Former US champion.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's different levels. But still, you think of the stars in WWE, Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns, they're both top of the top. But Charlotte can lose, whereas the men are like more protected than the women. The women aren't as protected. Rhea Ripley lost a bunch of matches to Liv Morgan. They made Liv Morgan off some people where you go, what? I mean, a lot of people get moved up and down in the women's division. There's more fluctuation. And there's so many stars. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Tiffy Time, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Naomi, who just left, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, Bayley. I mean, these are all mega stars. Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green. Excellent talent. Natalya, who's just like on the sidelines but is amazing. There's a lot of talent. Lyra Valkyria, who's growing on me, you know? Some good wrestlers.
Not huge on this whole Bailey thing that Lyra's doing, but whatever. Okay, that's fine. I mean, as a wrestler, she's not bad. The gimmick right now, whatever they're doing right now, not a huge fan of, but I guess we'll wait and see how that pans out.
Yeah. But they are not at the Clash in Paris. Johnny North.
There's 6 matches, right?
We're in Paris this Sunday.
Afternoon.
Indeed. It'll be John Cena versus Logan Paul. Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Sheamus versus Rusev in what is being called a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. I'm guessing that has no rules and shillelaghs.
Right.
Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in a match. Becky Lynch defending the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella, Fearless Nikki. And the Wyatt Six, represented by Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, will defend the WWE Tag Titles against the Street Profits. Cool. That is WWE Clash in Paris. John Cena, Logan Paul, I think will main event this. This is one of John Cena's final matches. Yeah.
It should main event. It makes the most sense. I mean, they have a world title match, but to me, the world title match, it's not as big as what they've been pushing with Cena and Logan Paul. It feels that's going to be the main event. And it's probably a happier ending, too. I think Cena wins that match. Rollins retains. So, yeah, you want people to go home happy.
The crowd in Lyon today hated Logan Paul, even though Logan spoke French.
Yeah, but he's a jerk. So
Yeah.
it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. He was speaking French, though. That was kind of interesting. I didn't realize. I mean, it wasn't great French, but he spoke some French. You could tell he spoke kind of French. They love John Cena. Cena came out to a massive, massive pop. It's like everywhere he goes now, it's pandemonium.
I mean, he's wearing the colors of France. I mean, there's been
As am I.
pandering there, but whatever. I mean, exactly. Like, a lot of pandering here.
Allez les Bleus.
So much pandering. Way too much.
Come on, man. They're in Paris. They're in France. Lyon today for SmackDown. Clash in Paris on Sunday. You got to get excited for France, baby. France is taking over the wrestling world right now. WWE in France. The crowd was nuts.
What?
They loved it. The singing, the dancing, the chanting. They were loving it.
Well, I always say that the UK is definitely the best crowds, without question. I think France is up there. I don't know if France is the best one, but they definitely are very loud, no question about that. And they love to sing their songs, which is nice, but it doesn't make them the best, though. I feel, yeah, I think England, they're a lot more colorful with their chants. So I feel England, they're a bit more rowdier, I find.
Maybe. I thought France was really good. They were really loud in Lyon. They'll be loud in Paris. Very excited. Very excited. Nice chants directed at Logan Paul. Cena cut a really good promo on Logan Paul. Says his influence is shrinking. He's not as influential as he once was. And he saw a list of the 25 biggest influencers. And he named a few of them, you know, Drewski, Kai Cenat, all these annoying characters. And he said Logan wasn't on the list. And he's only in the WWE for a new revenue stream because he knows that everything else isn't working anymore. And he says people don't fear change. They see through fake. And then the fans, understanding what John Cena said, responded with a "Il a raison" chant, which means he's right for the non-French speakers. I thought that was a funny chant. Il a raison. You know? It's a good one.
Didn't Cena come back in French afterwards?
A little bit, but he didn't. He just said some words. He didn't. Also said he didn't understand what they were saying.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he tried though. I mean, that's something.
Cena was saying he didn't understand, and then Logan got on the mic and he's like, "Il comprend pas. Moi, je parle français. Lui, il parle pas français parce qu'il est stupide." And then the crowd started booing and chanted "Ferme ta gueule" at him, which was pretty funny. He was like, "Hey, Cena doesn't understand, but I do. I speak French just like you." And they're like, "Boo, we hate you. Shut up." It's pretty good. Good reaction.
It's all right. There's just no FU Logan, though, so much, where I feel England would throw that a lot. Like, the opening promo for Raw is all edited now because there's so much swearing.
Yeah. Cena did apologize to that kid. I'm seeing Angelo in the chat. What's up, Angelo? Pointing out that, yes, Cena did apologize to the Belgian kid that he, kind of pointed out doing that promo when he was a heel, when they were in Belgium. The kid was there in Lyon. And Cena put him on SmackDown and apologized to him and said he was having a bad day. And he hopes he forgives him, and the kid seemed happy. I mean, that's pretty cool. That was nice. Oh.
Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
10-2 final over the White Sox in Chicago. Yanks win their 6th in a row. Take over second place from the Red Sox. Jump to 3 games back of the Blue Jays as the Jays lose tonight to the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's go Yankees.
You got a month left. Wait and see, right?
You never know what might happen. Sports are crazy. Whew. Nice. Feels good. So that was a nice promo from Cena. I thought that was good stuff tonight on SmackDown. I enjoyed.
Well, he kind of exposed himself, Cena, like, "Oh, I had a bad day." Like, yeah, you were a bit of a jerk at first. And "Oh, now you're sorry." Couldn't find the kid at first, too. I don't know if you caught that. Like, at first it was some other guy. And he had to push the guy out of the way kind of at first to finally get to the kid.
Yeah.
You think maybe security would have figured that out a bit better, or that would have been handled better, where Cena could have easily got access to him or something, but they just pulled that off how they did it, so whatever. But Logan took a good shot at him too, though, I thought. You're two-faced. You do one thing and say the other back. Wrap it up here, Cena. It seems Cena got pissed about that because then he used quite the insult on Logan afterwards.
What did he say?
I believe he used a D word, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if we're allowed to say that or not, but
you call him a dick.
It seemed, and with the head.
Oh yeah, dickhead. You can say that, John. It's okay.
All right, but he said that. I was like, they don't usually say that on WWE programming. That's interesting. Maybe that caught a nerve with Cena right there, possibly.
Maybe.
And but Logan was right. I said this last week. I mean, 1 second he's the worst person in the world. Now it's "Oh, I'm sorry and forgive me," and everyone just forgives him. It's kind of weird that people are just, "Oh, it's okay now, it's fine." And Logan was one of his partners too when he was "Oh, terrible." Now, "Oh, he hates Logan."
Yeah. Yeah, the transition from heel back to babyface was weird. It was just
smooth.
I'm not doing this anymore. back to normal. There was no real reason, explanation. It just kind of happened.
Well, I get it. I mean, I think people wanted this, but it just could have been told better. That's it. I mean, if you went through all that trouble to do this heel turn, and then just to throw it away for nothing, pretty much, because you knew it wasn't working, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. It hasn't been great. I mean, the current Cena run I'm enjoying. I like the babyface run. Everybody's getting a chance to say bye to Cena. It was great when he was here for SmackDown. I went. It was awesome. But, the way they did it was kind of clunky. Johnny, by the way, Sammy Guevara and Roosh are the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So Chris Jericho, not his partner tonight. It was Roosh.
Yeah, that's a bit of a letdown. Interesting that it's Roosh, but not what you're hoping for, really. You're thinking, like, in terms of Sammy's AEW run, pretty much.
Well, he's still in Ring of Honor. They're not bringing him back to AEW.
Talking about Sammy or Roosh? I think I've seen Roosh a couple times in AEW.
Well, both of them, I guess. But Sammy, I was talking about, he's kind of stuck there.
Well, he was on the All-In pay-per-view, right? I mean, they did put him on that at least.
Speaking of Sammy, he's not on Clash in Paris because he had his big match tonight. Sami Zayn wins the WWE U.S. Championship for the first time in his career. Big win for Sammy, beating Solo. I was a little surprised. I thought Solo's goons would stop Sammy, JC Potato, tallest Tonga, smallest Tonga, one of the Tongas, Tommy Tonga, Johnny Tonga, AJ Tonga. I mean, somebody, but no, it was, Sammy winning. Sammy up, new U.S. champ.
Well, good for him, and I think the match is probably the best thing that I saw on SmackDown this week, so that's also great. And I think this was also to give the fans something, because I don't think there's going to be any title changes this Sunday, so it's to give them a title change that they get to see live, and that's why I think that happened tonight.
What do you think this means for a potential Royal Rumble win and world title run for Sami Zayn in 2026, winning the U.S. title here, end of August, beginning September, going into the fall-winter season? Does it change anything? Is it a positive? As in, this is a good sign, they're giving him a belt, they're going to push him hard, he's going to win the Rumble 2 and win the world title? Or is it a bad sign where you go, oh, they're giving him this. If they give him the Rumble and the title at Mania, that's a lot. He's on SmackDown, probably not winning the WWE title because that's the main one. World title is his best shot. That's what they were kind of going for, but now he's completely changed lanes, left Raw, gone to SmackDown. Like, I think it's a nice thing for Sammy that he won the belt, but the fact that he won the belt, I think is maybe a negative, like a bad sign, maybe a negative as far as him winning a world title in 2026, where, I don't know, it seems like a lot. If he's winning the U.S. title now, he's going to have it for like a month or two at least. And then where does that leave us? And then he's going to really win the Rumble like a month or two later. I don't know. Maybe, but I see it as like, oh, maybe this is what they're giving him instead, because they decided against it. They made other plans.
It's not impossible, but the way I look at it, in 2004, John Cena was the U.S. champion. In 2005, he was the WWE champion. So I think that could easily happen for Sammy.
And maybe it's not Mania, maybe it's SummerSlam. You know?
Yeah, I mean, again, like, they're going to wait and see. I think the U.S. title reign will actually help dictate how they're going to go with it. If they feel like he's going to have a long reign or a short reign, a lot will tell on this reign, like how well it goes. I mean, I think this was to give him something, because on Raw, what else was there to do besides just feuding with Seth's group all the time? It was kind of just the same thing over and over again. This gives him something to do in the meantime before he goes back to Raw, if that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could go, a number of ways, but it's just, it seemed like when he was on Raw, he was talking about the world title. He was on this path. We know the Royal Rumble's in Saudi Arabia. He's super over there. It would make sense to have him win that and then go on to Mania and win the world title. Kind of a Jey Uso type run. That seemed like where we were headed, but now that he's on SmackDown and the new U.S. champion, it seems like maybe we're headed in a different direction. Right?
Well, I think it goes to show that it's always changing in WWE. It feels like you're going one way, and then it could, quickly turn. Like, out of nowhere, we have another PLE next month that we didn't have. So a lot can happen in just a matter of a few days, really, pretty much. So, and he's the U.S. champion right now, Sammy. By the time we get to the next PLE, it might completely change too. So, but I expect that they're going to probably give him a decent run here with the title, and there's enough time between now and the Rumble that they probably already have an idea of how it's going to end, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, good for Sami Zayn, I think, winning the U.S. title for the first time. It's another accomplishment for him in the WWE. He's been Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion, NXT Champion, and now U.S. Champion. He's going to get all the belts except for a world belt, and then, I think he's going to get it at some point. I just thought that maybe he would get it at Mania and a big crowning achievement, but now I'm like, maybe not Mania, maybe SummerSlam. I think at some point he's going to get the world title because, maybe even the WWE Championship. But that one seems harder to get. That one is the John Cena, the Roman Reigns, the Cody Rhodes. That's the top of the top. It's hard to get a hold of that one. They give you that one. It's a different story, right? That's the real belt, still.
Well, I think it's hard to get that championship. I mean, mainly because the champion's not around too much. So to actually confront the champion is a task in itself, and then to actually get a match, you were there when Drew took out Cody.
Yeah,
and we haven't seen Cody since.
Well, we know why now.
We know now what. Well, I think it was going to happen anyways, right?
Well, I didn't realize Brandy was pregnant and so close to giving birth. So I think he was just taking time off so he could be there and not miss the birth of his child.
Well, and he's filming a movie too, right? I mean, he's got a lot.
Oh, okay,
that too.
Oh, yeah, he's doing the Street Fighter movie, yeah. Yeah, so he's got other stuff going on. Taking a little break now makes sense. He didn't need to be at Clash in Paris. He didn't need to do this European tour. He really shouldn't have done this European tour at this point if his wife is so close to having a kid. Come on now. No? Shouldn't be in Europe while that's happening. You don't want to miss that. It's not the era where you miss that anymore in the WWE. You're there for those occasions now. It's better.
No, you're right, but I remember you questioned him beating Cena because it was already almost foretold that he wasn't going to be around. We didn't know all the reasons why exactly, but we had some ideas why he wouldn't be around, and they still went with it. They could have not done that, but you've seen Cena more than you've seen Cody recently, so there's a big reason why. Cody's their guy; they're going to run with him. But again, to get that match for Drew. Right now, we're guessing WrestlePalooza. It might even be longer, possibly.
WrestlePalooza is September 20th in Indianapolis. I could see it happening then. I think it probably does.
It should.
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah, I think so. September 20th, that's a good chunk of time. I think they get it done there. It's already set up. Cody doesn't have to do much of a promo. Maybe 1 week, and then you're there. Okay, let's get to Clash in Paris. Let's preview this thing. Let's give some predictions. John Cena, Logan Paul. I think we already spoiled it a little bit. I think we're going with John Cena. I mean, come on. How can he lose? It's the retirement tour. He should not lose any matches until maybe the last one, and even then, maybe not. He put Cody over, gave him the belt. That's good enough. I think he could win all his matches going forward until he's done. Win the last one, too, against whoever. Who cares?
Well, I think he beats Logan because they're already hyping his next match against Brock, which was also kind of ridiculous that they reshot the angle. And not just like took another angle of that same thing. They actually just redid the whole thing.
Logan Paul punching Cena from last week? Because the first one, they totally missed it, so they reshot it entirely. So they're showing us like a different... It's not a different angle. It's like a completely different scene.
Yeah, because Logan, like he came from the side, right? When he did the punch. This time he actually pulls all this from the side or to the side and then punches Cena. So it's totally different setup for how it happened.
Yeah. I think Cena wins all his matches, though. Everything.
Well, I think he loses to Brock. Well, come on. You think he's going to beat Brock?
Yeah, I think he should.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Brock's going to destroy him. As he always does.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, September 20th. It's going to happen.
Brock. I'm not into seeing Brock Lesnar anymore. I'm done with Brock Lesnar.
I think they're going to push Brock like crazy. I mean, there's a lot of big matches for Brock left to do, so.
I want nothing to... I don't want to see him.
Well, you're going to get him. Too bad if you don't want to see him. You're going to get him.
Well, I hope the crowds get on him big time.
Maybe against Cena, because they like Cena, and they don't want Cena to get beat up, but people love violence, and Brock delivers that.
If I was in a crowd in the first 10 rows, you'd be hearing me saying some pretty nasty stuff to Brock Lesnar. Oh, I'd be saying some terrible things to that guy. Because he deserves it, I think.
I think most wrestling fans are terrified of Brock Lesnar. I wouldn't even try that.
I'm not scared. What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
That jumps Seth Rollins, that would never happen to Brock.
I'm not going to jump Brock, but like I would say things, and I mean, he's not going to jump me. I'm not scared of him jumping me. Maybe he does. A knee bar. I'm just like Frank Mir. I'm not scared of that fucking guy. Fucking Brock Lesnar. Cena beats Logan. Yes. Yes. Main event, of course. How bad is it going to be, though?
Oh, this might be very bad. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, like, a lot of their confrontation. I mean, talking about that promo alone, like how they had to reshoot that little setup they did to get into the attitude adjustment the last week, like that looked kind of awkward and clunky.
Shaky.
This could be very, very bad. They better like walk through that match a couple of times before they do it, because I think it's still going to be bad even if they do it.
I think the match is going to be bad. It's just a question of how bad. So
they'll have their spots, though. I mean, I'm sure they've planned their little salad dressing, practice, and their little big table thing, whatever they're going to have, of course. So everyone will think about that, and then little things of like that was kind of a funky, didn't look good.
It's going to be some bad moments. But hopefully there are fewer than expected. Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah, I think this could be good. I think this could be very good. But I think Seth will definitely retain the title. He just won it. He's got Braun Breaker, who's got no matches on the card. Bronson Reed's wrestling Roman, so he may be out of action, but Braun Breaker is around to help, and he will help, and Seth will win. Seems pretty cut and dry to me. He might even beat Punk. He might pin Punk.
Well, hopefully they just don't pin LA Knight, because, I mean, they pinned LA Knight on Raw, so it'd be rougher if they took another loss on the PLE, but it could happen. But I think you explained it very well. I mean, it's a four-way, but really it's Seth and his goons against everybody else pretty much. So that's why Seth's going to retain. Like you say, it'll be a fine match. It'll be all right. But in the end, I mean, we know the interference is coming, and that's going to give Seth the win.
Seth and the Vision. The Vision. Makes you wish you were Stevie Wonder. Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. I think this could be match of the night. This has all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I think it'll be all right, but again, you have other matches that are going to have a bunch of like garbage wrestling in it. So how much can you put in this match? I mean, they'll have their spots, but I think for the most part, they're just going to beat the crap out of each other, which is fine. But I think it will just be all right. I'm not expecting this to be the match of the night. I'm expecting Rusev to actually win this match.
I'm going to go with Sheamus because it's Donnybrook. Irish. He's Irish. Sheamus.
I'm surprised we're going in against each other. But I get your view. To me, I just feel there's too many baby faces winning, and we need some more heels besides Seth. So,
yeah, I can see Rusev winning too, but I'm gonna go with Sheamus. Roman Reigns taking on Bronson Reed in a match that is happening. I think Roman's got to beat him. I mean, come on.
He doesn't have to beat him, but he will beat him because it's Roman Reigns, and
it would be ridiculous if he lost to Bronson Reed, because then, like, Roman, you feel like is maybe working his way towards Seth, and if he loses to the first bad guy on his way to the big boss, like, that's not how it works. You beat Bronson Reed, you beat Braun Breaker, then you beat Seth Rollins.
I agree, and I think that's probably going to happen, but it's not the end of the world if Roman lost. Like, he can take a loss. He's that good. He can take a loss. But that's not what's going to happen. They love Roman, and they're pushing him, obviously, to face Seth at some point. So until that happens, he's not losing.
I really enjoyed the Roman Reigns Bronson Reed promo on Raw this week. I liked when Roman didn't know that Bronson was Samoan. I thought that was very funny. I was like, "You're Samoan? Then your ass belongs to me. I'm your tribal chief." I was like, "Oh shit." It was good, man. Roman by himself doing promos, really good. Like, all of a sudden, he can do it. This tribal chief character has completely transformed him, and he's like a solid babyface performer.
I thought the best part of the promo is when he mentioned what Cody said, and then everyone started booing. And he's like, interesting.
Yeah. They kind of booed Cody. And he was like, It was good.
This goes to show.
It was very good. He's very relaxed in front of the crowd. Like, he's much more relaxed doing these in-ring promos than he was before Heyman got a hold of him. You know? Like, before Heyman, Roman was real shaky when he was on the mic. And you could tell he was, like, unsure of himself. Since Heyman, he's been great. And now without Heyman, it's like, yeah, it still works. He's figured it out.
Well, because I don't think he knew who he was, really, at first.
Right.
Now he knows who he is. So.
Yes. He's the tribal chief.
That's it. I think, Heyman just helped steer him in the right direction, and he ran with it.
Yeah, he's good. He's going to beat Bronson Reed, and then who knows what else. But it's cool that he's on this show because he's not on many shows wrestling.
I mean, when's the last time you had? It was probably WrestleMania, obviously. That you had like Cena, Punk, Rollins, Roman, all on the same show.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
So you don't need Cody. You got everybody else.
It's never bad to have Cody, I think, but
It'd be too much.
not really. Again, like what they're paying for, not really at all. Like,
Yeah. All right, so we both have Roman winning. How about Becky Lynch defending the Intercontinental Championship against fearless Nikki Bella? I think Becky wins. I hope the match is good. I'm a little worried, but I like the promo that Becky and Nikki did on Raw this week. I like the build to this match. I like Nikki. I like Becky. This could be good. Could be good, but I think Becky, gets the win. Keeps going.
yeah, I do not have high hopes for this match whatsoever. I expect Becky to win. I don't know if they have a big plans to have Nikki as a champion right now. Maybe just, these odd matches here and there. That's about it. I did not enjoy that promo whatsoever. I thought that was a god-awful promo. Like one of the worst segments on Raw this week, easily.
What?
I think Nikki, like, it's way too forced what she's trying with all the insults against Becky. And I think Becky realized, like, it was going downhill. So she tried to use that Ozzy Osbourne line, and that didn't help her whatsoever.
I liked it. I mean, she got heat for it, but I like how mean Becky was. Becky was just so mean. Becky was killing it. I like evil Becky.
The first line's okay. It's the second line where it's like, that's a little bit too much there. You went too far there. And
Why?
the problem is too.
She wasn't saying anything mean about Ozzy. She was disrespecting the city of Birmingham, England. She was like, if I was in Birmingham, I'd die too. She's like, I wouldn't want to be here. I would die here. This is awful. She wasn't saying, she's like, Ozzy died and, he's from here. This is a terrible place. If I was here, I'd be dead too. But, I mean, it's kind of saying, like, hey, everybody in Birmingham, maybe, you should think about moving or something else because it sucks here. But she's a heel. I mean, it's not real. I thought it was just funny. Becky's just so mean and cruel. I thought it was great. I don't think she should be sanctioned or anything for anything she said. I think she should be applauded for how fun she is. She's great.
She probably thought that because Ozzy was involved with WWE that it's okay to do something like this. And knowing her hatred for Hogan, that maybe she's trying to, if I can get this through, maybe I can throw things at Hogan as well. So, however...
That's a weird theory, but okay.
However, Ozzy's family wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah, his daughter was mad.
So that's a huge problem. Like,
is it?
I think it's a big.
She didn't
problem.
understand that it was a heel wrestler saying heel things, and the comment was really about the city of Birmingham, England, and not really about Ozzy.
She's grieving right now. Like that's very difficult what she's going through. So
yeah, everybody knows he's dead, though.
You're very cold, man. You're super cold. I just want to say that right now.
I don't know. He's like a very famous guy that everybody knows is dead. And Becky made a comment. I thought it was amusing. She's a heel. It's entertainment. It wasn't disrespectful towards Ozzy. It was disrespectful towards Birmingham. People are sensitive. I don't know, man.
this goes back to the whole like Christian, like, oh, you had a father kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you
He said it to both FTRs this week. That was so funny. Christian's like,
but
Dax, I understand you have a father. Cash, I understand you have a father. And Edge like takes the mic away. He's like, don't do it. And the crowd is like, do it. And he's like, okay, I guess you should do it. And Christian's like, and that bitch is dead. And then FTR gets all mad because their fathers are dead. And that's Christian's like, that's his catchphrase. His catchphrase to wrestlers with dead fathers in real life is to say, I understand you have a father and your father is dead. That's like what, and people are popping for it. He's a babyface. So, and Christian is saying this to people's faces whose fathers are dead in promos. And like, you want to tell me Becky Lynch went too far? Christian steps over the line every week on TV, and he's applauded for it. So, you know, what's the difference between Christian and Becky Lynch?
Well, I think delivery is a huge thing. The way Christian delivers it, Becky wasn't as smooth, not even close.
I think if Becky was a man, people wouldn't be so mad.
No, well, the big thing, the huge difference is the fact that I imagine he okayed it with them first and said, like, hey, I'm going to do this. I don't think he just threw it out there, Christian. Like, unlike Becky, like, you know, Ozzy's family just has to find this out. They aren't prepared for it whatsoever.
I think at this point, if you're a wrestler and your father is no longer alive and you're feuding with Christian, you might go up to him and say, hey, Christian, by the way, you might want to hit me with, you know.
You should expect it, probably. Like, yeah.
You should ask for it because it's part of the gimmick. I think you should want it. It's like a badge of honor to get it from Christian at this point. It's famous. I understand. I understand you have a father. Like, yeah, everybody, I mean, generally, everybody, I would say, has a father. Although, maybe not. I'm not sure. Science, man. It's crazy. Okay, Becky Lynch beating Nikki Bella in a match that will happen for the Intercontinental title. And then the Wyatt Six defending the WWE Tag Team titles against the Street Profits. Don't need that. Don't need it at all.
We're getting it. Too bad.
I know. I think the Wyatts will win.
Yeah, I got the Wyatts winning. I mean, they only recently became champion. They did successfully defend in the TLC match. I just can't see them losing just out of nowhere like this right now.
Oh, I can't wait till Pretty Deadly comes back and wins the belts. Like, where are they at? Give me more Pretty Deadly and less everybody else.
I don't see them beating the Wyatts. Like, if anything, I could see maybe The Miz and Hayes actually winning the belts. But, yeah, not your boys.
They wrestled, right?
They wrestled but didn't win because the Wyatts distracted them. So that's how the Profits got the win.
Yeah. Yuck. I don't ever want to watch Miz wrestle. Like, ever again. I can't do it.
I find in tag matches, I can tolerate it.
I can't. Every time he comes on TV, I skip. I'm not watching it. I can't watch him. He's unwatchable.
I don't mind the story what they're trying to tell so far. Like, it's fine.
I do not have any more time to give to The Miz. I skip everything he does. It is that nobody has more go away heat with me than The Miz. I just want him to go away because I have no time for him. I will never watch him.
You have a long history with The Miz.
It's a new rule for myself. I won't watch him. There's no point. I've seen it. I've seen what he does. It's not good. I don't need to watch it. It's boring. He's a very boring wrestler. He does nothing. He's never done anything. He takes zero risk, minus risk. Awful. He wrestles. What did Bryan Danielson say to him? Scared? Soft? He meant it, too.
It's been, what, 12, 13 years since you flipped them off in Philadelphia?
Probably.
Maybe more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't like him. He's not good. He's never been good. I feel like it's an insult that he's been around for so long. And he's like somewhat respected by people. It's like, what? He's so bad. People are like, oh, Miz is not so bad. And I'm like, didn't you just have neck surgery? Aren't you like really banged up because of your wrestling style that is really good and appreciated? You're telling me Miz is not so bad? How many neck surgeries has he had? Oh, 0, because he's fine, because he does nothing. Like, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't really put his body on the line ever. I've never seen him take any kind of bump where I go, damn. Ever. Maybe Brock Lesnar threw him a couple times, but like, you know. Brock beat the shit out of him once. That was pretty fun, right?
Sure. But, I mean, this is how he got longevity, by taking it easy.
Yeah. I feel like he's cheating.
I don't say it's cheating, because he found a place, he found a role in the company, and it worked for him. I mean, he's not the only guy like that. I mean, R-Truth just shows up, says a word here and there, and just walks off screen. I mean, it's a pretty easy payday.
He's funny, though.
Hey, he's all right, but I mean, is that worth like how much he's making?
Yes. He's got to travel.
All right. I mean, sure. Yeah, he's got to get to the right place sometimes.
That's right. Yeah. So Clash in Paris going down Sunday. Johnny, I understand you have a review of movies. You want to do that?
We can do that. Yeah, let's do it. You can hit the gimmick.
I don't think I have it. I can't find it.
Oh, gimmick.
Oh, wait.
There you go. Worked out pretty good. Screen's a little tighter than usual, but that's fine. We'll survive. So I saw this past week a movie that just came out called Caught Stealing. Don't know if you heard about it, Dave, or not.
Been caught stealing one when I was 5.
You a fan or know of the actor Austin Butler?
Never heard of him.
You ever seen the movie Elvis?
No.
All right, well, he played Elvis. If that helps at all, I guess obviously doesn't help, but he played Elvis. But he plays a man named Hank, who was a top prospect to actually make the major leagues, baseball, we love to talk about.
I love a baseball.
But he made a horrible mistake and ruined his career, and a horrible car accident, and ended up not doing that, and then just lived in New York, just pretty much just trying to get by, finding his odd little jobs, and met a punk friend that asked him, like, oh, can you hang on to this thing for me? And then his whole life goes to hell. From loving the San Francisco Giants, hoping that they beat the Mets in the wild card, to fearing for his life every second. It just takes a sudden turn, and then suddenly he's got gangsters after him. He's got rabbis after him.
Rabbis?
Yeah, it gets really crazy, the movie. Really, really crazy. And hey, like, so many people die. Like his girlfriend dies, like mobsters die, like cops die, I think, or fake cops, whatever.
Okay.
His friends, like,
Hey,
it
let's
just
not
pretty much
spoil all
just-
the dead people in the movie, John. Take it easy. Somebody might watch this thing.
Oh, but like, there's a lot of death. There's a lot of death. So that's only like a small piece of the movie. So, and just pretty much how he has to fend for himself at that point because he pretty much loses almost everything. If you've watched Requiem for a Dream, it feels very much like that. How everything seems fine, and then something can take a dark turn, and your life completely gets thrown upside down. It very much felt like that, and it's weird too because it can be funny at times, or it tries to be funny, and then very gruesome out of absolute nowhere. So, and interesting too. They throw in baseball. He goes to like the Shea Stadium to go watch a game too, just randomly. Oh, I just happened to go watch a game. It's weird how they throw in baseball here and there. So it kind of made it enjoyable to watch for that, and obviously all the death, a little bit of sex involved too. I thought it was a highly enjoyable movie. I'd really recommend it for anyone, yourself, Dave, included, because there's a lot of themes that I think you'd like in this movie. Probably the best thing I've seen this year, easily, I think.
There you go. What's it called again?
Caught Stealing.
Been caught stealing once when I was 5. You know that? That's a good one.
I haven't heard of that one, but I
You know Jane's Addiction, man? You don't know that
song? It's been a while,
song?
Jane's Addiction.
You don't know that song?
Jane's Addiction's been too long, man. Like, I wasn't big on. I knew of Jane's Addiction, was never like big on it so much. I knew it was playing.
I like a few of their songs. That one, Jane Says, Mountain Song. They got some good songs. I like Jane's Addiction. Perry Farrell got into a fight with his guitarist recently on stage. Pretty cool to be super old rock star and still fighting your bandmates. Nice. It was Dave Navarro he was fighting, I think. Famous guitar player.
Oh, by the
Jane's
way,
Addiction,
one of your for the movie, by the way, one of your favorites, Bad Bunny's in the movie.
Bad Bunny. He's so good in Happy Gilmore.
Hey, he's pretty good in this too,
So
as
funny.
like a gangster kind of thing. And
Bad
one of your
Bunny's been in
favorites as
so
well.
much. He's a good actor. What a talented guy. He can do everything. Comedy, drama, rap, wrestling. What can't he do? What a talent.
I don't think he can act and wrestle because I think that's why he hasn't been around wrestling so much because he's got too many acting gigs, I think.
He's a good actor.
Oh, he's getting the role, so why not? And another one of your favorites, Action Bronson's also in the movie.
Action Bronson's in this movie?
See, now you're really intrigued now, aren't you? Like, I highly recommend you go see it.
I love Action Bronson.
I definitely think, well, don't bring your kids, obviously, but you'll definitely like this movie, I think.
Baklava. Is Bronson in the movie a lot or a little?
A decent chunk.
Is he a gangster?
He's definitely a shady character, I'll say that.
Of course he is. Of course. Oh, he's great. I love that guy. Oh, I'm interested. Definitely interested. Action Bronson. Of course they're going to Shea Stadium. He's from Queens. Let's go. All right.
Well, it's interesting because, like, the main character is a Giants fan, right? But he's, like, going against the Mets and all that because they're in a fight for a wild card spot in the movie.
Baseball. Yankees win tonight. Red Sox lose. Blue Jays lose. That's the kind of night I'm talking about. The Yankees
night.
take over second place from the Red Sox. now 3 games back of the Blue Jays for first. It's the closest they've been to first place since July 22nd.
Yeah, remember when they were in first place for like months? And
Yeah,
then,
it was great. Those were good times earlier in the spring and summer. Really
and then
good
Dave
times.
went to a game.
Hmm?
And then Dave went to a game. And
Yeah,
they
and
all
then I
went
went to a game in Toronto and everything went to shit. I mean, truthfully, the season started going to shit when they played the Red Sox for the first time and they got smoked. It was like, ooh, what's going on here? And then they played the Blue Jays and they got smoked again. It was like, yo, what's with our division rivals? And it was like, oh, maybe we suck. We'll find out in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I don't think it's next week, or is it at the end of the week that they'll play the Blue Jays again? That's pretty much going to dictate how they're going to end up, I think, that series.
Yeah, they are playing the Blue Jays. They start a series in Houston. Astros are good.
Boy.
It's going to be rough for a while now. Like, they've had some easy teams. They played the Nationals, swept them. They've won 2 out of 4 so far from the White Sox. They got 2 more games with the White Sox. Hopefully they win those so they can go into Houston with some wins and then maybe salvage a game or 2 against Houston if we're lucky. And then we're playing Toronto 3 games. Next weekend, it's Toronto. Next Friday night, I'm either going to be really hyped or really sad.
You or Angelo will either be mad or sad.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be sad. Yanks and Jays have not done well this year. It's not been good for me. They've got the Astros after the White Sox, then the Jays, then the Tigers, then the Red Sox.
They end the season against the Red Sox? No, that's not right.
No. Then they got the Twins, then the Orioles.
Right.
Twins that's easy. Orioles, that's easy. White Sox, again, easy. And then Orioles, 3 games to end the season, September 28th.
I mean, the Sox did sweep the Orioles, but I mean, again, the Yankees have not been very good against their division rivals, period. So those aren't easy games, I don't think, for them.
Swept the Rays.
Yeah, well, some teams are okay against the Rays. Orioles, though, watch out. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, like, guaranteed. Yeah, that's right.
No, hate this picture. That's what you should hate.
I love it. I love it. Yankees won again tonight. 6 in a row.
Ball game over. Yankees win.
Give it to me again.
Yankees win.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to all the members. Angelo, Jason Pete, Leor, everybody over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Thank you for tuning in here tonight or whenever you're tuning in on the Ringside Report Network. Enjoy Clash in Paris. There's going to be no post-show for that because my cousin's getting married and I'm going to be at his wedding. So that's what's happening for that. But, we usually do post-shows for WWE things. It'll come back. Don't worry. We'll be back. We'll be back real soon on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time and have